Without God, nothing makes sense. Science doesn't make sense. Biology doesn't make sense. Life itself doesn't make sense. Without God, life would not exist. Every living thing has awareness. It is aware of its surroundings, gathering data about the world it lives in, using intelligence to act on that information. Where does intelligence come from? Wherever life exists, there is consciousness, an inner life more real to us than our bodies. We experience spiritual, emotional states directly, while reality is filtered through our nervous system. Everything we see is a mirror of the mind. Without God, we would be totally blind. Without God, it doesn't make sense that every living thing reads and processes information encoded in sequences of arbitrary symbols. Our DNA carries information down through the generations of human existence. Languages, including complete instructions on how to build a human being, are written into every cell. It's not logical or predictable that we'd be conscious of all this and able to question the very nature of existence. How can something as immaterial as consciousness ever arise from something as unconscious as matter? That doesn't make sense. Chemical and electrical processes occur, but how do they ever create the concepts red or sweet, let alone generate our rich inner life? Ions flow and molecules couple and uncouple, but where does the appreciation of beauty come from? How can we even have beliefs and doubts, purpose and regret? The truth is, the mental and spiritual worlds we experience do not originate in our brains. We perceive concepts and thoughts that already exist. We don't really create an inner life. We tap into a consciousness that is always already there. That is universal. The fact that the universe comprehends itself and our reason can unlock its many secrets is a demonstration of God's existence. Science is a demonstration of God's existence. Life does make sense because God and world, creator and creations, are embedded in each other, like mind and body. We are made in the image of God. He molds and expands our minds like clay in the hand of the potter, like the axe head in the hand of the blacksmith, like the stone in the hand of the cutter. He forges our will. Everything we are is a gift from God. We are His children. He holds us in the palm of His hand. Without God, we quickly come to the end of ourselves. So if you are standing on the threshold of whatever faith you might feel, or if you're on the precipice of what seems like a yawning abyss, you don't have to listen to the voice inside you telling you it's more sensible not to take that leap of faith, to take a step back away from the edge. The reality is you owe it to yourself to move forward, to step through into the unknown. The reality is your relationship with God is the most important thing in your life. We are finite and suffering creatures. We are thoughtless and cruel, anxious and stupid. We are weak and helpless and can't go on without God. You owe it to yourself as a serious human being to prepare for life and to prepare for death. Embrace the reality of God. He will never leave you. Ignore the voice in your head that says you're not good enough. God loves you. God is love. That's the only thing that makes sense.